now we will disassemble the trigger box or trigger group. Before you proceed, a word of caution. This is the most painful thing to put back together. It is not impossible. With a little bit of training and a little bit of frustration resistance, you will be able to put it together. I just want to warn you, if it's not really necessary to disassemble this, I would just not do it. With that said, let's go ahead and disassemble it. Here we have two parts that I already took out previously. They are sitting right here. This spring sometimes likes to, disappear in fluffy carpets. We don't want that. First thing that I'm gonna take out is this pin. You have to punch it out from this side because this end is actually a little bit wider. So we will proceed with removing that pin. It's very, very useful to use a pin punch because it allows you to still keep the things in place even though the pin is out, and it's easier to manipulate. You just have so much more space. So I would really advise you to have a tool like this if you are going down this rabbit hole. Now I'm gonna try to keep the spring underneath in place so I can show you how it actually sits there. It's important to keep the springs organized because figuring out the directions of the springs is not the easiest. Especially if you don't have a video like this, then it's really hard. This spring sits here like so. I'm gonna put it aside carefully so I don't lose the orientation and the direction because, again, I don't have it in front of me like you do, so it would be harder. Okay. That would be the easier part. Now we can actually remove this. We just pull it out. It's gonna spring out, and now the firing pin will be just loose. It's not gonna be under tension, less likely that it will spring out. Now notice that this pin sticks a little bit out. When we disassemble it, make sure that it sticks out on this end. You have to put it there from this side. Otherwise, you will not be able to put it back in the frame. Ask me how I know. Made this mistake before. All right, let's punch it out. Again, I'm gonna try to keep everything in one place. All right, pin is out, and now it's actually still under tension. So I'm gonna basically fire the gun. There we go. Nothing disappeared because I have a proper tool to, keep everything in one place. Now carefully pinch the top and take it out like this. And now we have the quote-unquote firing pin, and now this pin goes out, and I can take the last piece out again. Notice how the spring sits in there. Gonna be important when we put it back together. Last but not least, we have this spring-loaded arrow-shaped hook, and this one sits here like so. Again, it's spring-loaded. The spring is in there like so. All right. Here also the direction of this spring, quite important. That's the disassembly of the trigger box. Now let's put it back together.